Hey everyone, this is a rerun of Crevasse Beta Part 6. I decided to actually redo Part 6 and Part 7 because upon further looking at the boss mechanics, I actually think Team ABC, Afmal, Bards and Seed Rains is actually better suited for Part 7 compared to Part 6, but I'll get more into that on that particular stage video, which will be coming up soon. So with that being said, I then decided to bring Machina to Part 6 instead, which is actually really better suited for him because the minions die very quickly just from his Spiral Linchpin follow-up attack, which allows you to focus on the main boss with Machina himself. I guess the only issue though is both my Garnet and Bards have been locked. Garnet in an earlier stage and Bards I wanted to bring him to Part 7 with Seed Rains and Afmal. So to capitalize on Machina's burst mode where you want to launch with as many juicy flops as you can, I decided to pair him together with Keiss and Selphie. So with Selphie in the mix, her LD helps you to delay the boss and allows you a lot of flexibility in setting up without allowing the boss to get a turn. And Keiss is there because he does nice follow-up attacks. He can debuff his Brave Leak, which provides you a Brave Refund, and of course his follow-up attacks also battery the party. So this allows you to have maximum Brave follow-up attacks even without those juicy BT auras in play from Garnet or Bards. Hence this party composition. The good thing about this party composition also is that both Keiss and Selphie are yellow crystals, so you get to maximize the score that way by choosing the appropriate code restrictions. As far as the orb codes, the code that I chose for this stage is the code requiring you to break the enemy to +4 the Lufenia orb, and really that's all you need. So this party doesn't have any re-breaks, so I'm just relying on natural breaks to +4 the orb. But since it's very bursty team and you'll be entering into summon mode and burst mode for most of the fight anyway, the +4 is really more than enough to sustain until the end of the fight. The start of the fight is pretty straightforward. I go set up with Machina at the start with his LD, Awakening, Additional Ability and BT+. On Selphie's turn, I have her use her LD to apply Rapture and also delay all enemies by 2 turns, which will allow you enough room to complete your setup. Keiss is there to apply his Brave Leak, and essentially you just want to spam his LD every time he gets a turn because he doesn't actually get a lot of turns. But the goal that I have at the start of the fight is to also hypercharge my summon meter so that I can pop summon mode as quickly as possible. So right here I'm inside summon mode, and because I want to go into BT mode right after summon mode with Machina, so inside summon mode is also where I use the Cait LD call so that I get to go into BT mode while both Kurasame and Cait LD call auras are up. And this is really quite important. The Ice Enchant and Imperil from the Kurasame call on Selphie, as well as the Cait LD call, is quite key to ensure that you get to maximize your damage throughout. On hindsight, I think it probably would be better to give the Kurasame LD call to Machina rather than Selphie, but as you can see here, I ended summon mode with 1 turn remaining on both the Kurasame and Cait LD call, which is just nice. So here setup is complete, 6 turns BT aura left on Machina, so I go into BT mode and focus down the boss. So not the juicy 16-18 million BT mode that you can get with good BT auras, but considering the party with Keiss and Selphie, I think 12 million is pretty good. So this is pretty much the end of the fight. I'm just sort of finishing up the boss. I think with a little bit more optimization, you can maybe reduce the turn count by 1 or 2, but I think this is a really good showcase on this stage to show how comfortable Machina can deal with this Swarmfly boss. So here I'm just spamming Awakening because Awakening doesn't increase the turn count, and it will still proc Selphie's Rapture launch anyway, and this ends the fight. So that's it for this run. As always, hope the content has been helpful, and if you did enjoy the content, please leave a like, comment or subscribe. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Lufenia fight. Bye!